Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bay and this is Budget with Bay. So hello everyone, hello, happy May. Happy May everyone. Today is something different. Today is something that you guys have been asking for, and today is something that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be giving it to you guys because you guys asked for it. I'm excited because I like to do this. Like this excites me. So today, you guys, we're going to be setting up my monthly budget for the month of May. I know you guys want to know, how do I budget? How do I create my budget as a single mom? I don't know if it's more, I don't know if I'm recently divorced because it's been over a year, but I am divorced. Single mom. This is I want to say it's a one income household, even though I have different incomes coming in, but this is still technically, yes, a one income household. And this is how I map out my budget, have everything I need for each weekly wallet reset and my cash stuffings. So yeah, so in this bag I have all of my monies. I have all of my monies, you guys, for my monthly budget. We're literally going to go over it. Like, I'm going to show you guys what we're doing from scratch. I just need to get this out of the way. You guys know I messed my hand up at work, so I'm not going to technically be going through and like literally counting all of this. I can tell you guys what it is and what I'm going to be working with, but we will get into that when I get into the budget. But I hope you guys are having an amazing start of May. I'm having I'm giving it's giving optimism. Okay, so feeling real optimistic about the month of May and everything that I want to accomplish this month. And I'm just so excited and so happy. So I have everything. Yeah. Everything's over here situated. So this is my budget planner. This is the Budget by Paycheck budget planner from the Budget Mom. I just have a different cover over it. And let's go ahead and get into, let me see. I know it's like the first tab, right? Okay, so as you guys can see, it is completely blank. It's completely empty, and that's because I'm going to be doing my budget with you guys to show you guys how I basically did my budget. And I do have like my budget sheet over here to look at because of course I needed to already pre-write this down so I could go to the bank and get the money, because I just like to have everything that it is that I need. So we're not going to be worrying about the cash envelope breakdown part right now. I mean, the denomination part. We're just going to be working on the actual budget and what I'm going to be doing. So starting off, and I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this. Now, when it comes to my inflow for the month of May, if you guys are new here or if you guys don't know, I am in nursing school. I also have a job. I also have a child, and I took a step back from working because I'm in school. I get paid for going to school. God is good. God is amazing. So that getting paid for going to school kind of supplemented the income that I was losing out on while working basically full time, but I needed to focus more on school. I needed a break. I was just exhausted, burnt out. So the way that I work on my budget is there are some things that I know that are coming in that are for a fact, like the amounts are for a fact. So I'm going to write down my different incomes. So first is my W-2. So I just write W-2. And then next up is, I'm just going to put school. And then I'm going to put Sunshine, which is my son. That is what I call him, Sunshine. And then I'm going to put my school buffer. So I do receive, or I did, but I do receive financial aid for being in school. And so I just kind of use it as a buffer, like when it comes to my budget, when it comes to me figuring out what it is that I'm going to need and how I'm going to work everything out. So off the rip, off the top of the head, I know for a fact that Sunshine will be getting $160. Sunshine gets $40 every single week. So him getting $160 is just something that always happens, right? And so my school amount does not change for how much I get paid for school. And so I get paid $876 because I also go online. Like if it was in person, it would be a little different. So I know during my clinical portion, the amount will actually increase because I will be like attending in person things. So certain months it'll fluctuate, but it should never go below this. So I know school right now is $876, and then Sunshine is automatically getting $160, and I take the $160 out of the supportive child that I get. I just like I like that. I like to say that better than child support, but out of supportive child. I got that from Taylor Budgets. I just read that and I just dove into that deeper and like the meaning and stuff. But supportive child. So right now, off the rip, we are at $1,036. Okay, and so I save all of my paychecks for the month because I don't need them. I already had, budget out everything. So I save all of my paychecks for the month of April to add on to my monthly budget. So I did actually call off one day because I didn't feel good or whatever, but it is what it is. So I know from work in my account, I had $558. And you guys, I work one day a week. I literally work one day a week. I work just on Saturday. So working 3 days got me the $558. So if I do plus $558, it equals $1,594. And just me being me, I don't like that oddish number. And so I took $6 from my financial aid, and then that gave me $1,600. So this monthly budget for the month of May, we are working with $1,600. For April, we work with $1,500, but for May, we're working with $1,600. So over here is what I have. I have $1,600. Now, the way that I do this, I know it says fixed expense, savings, variable debt. I kind of don't pay attention to any of that. So let's just go ahead and wipe that out because I don't want to confuse anyone. I just like to use these different sections to basically break down my paychecks. So we're just going to white out all of this. I don't even think I need to white out the debt portion, but I just want to white it out so that you guys aren't confused, okay? So all of that stuff is gone. Now, the way that I do this is I have certain categories in my wallet, and then I kind of base everything off of what I already know that I have going on for the month of May. Now, the categories that I have in my wallet are groceries. I have household. I have shopping. I have Sunshine. I have eating out. I have self-care, but we are not budgeting for any self-care this month simply because I am going to be doing a sinking funds cash stuffing. And so all of my sinking fund binders will be cash stuff. And if I do need any type of self-care stuff, it will come out of my sinking funds binder. So we have eating out. We don't have anything for self-care. And then last but not least, we have gas. So I basically write this out 4 times. I write it out once over here. I'll write it down here, over here, and over here. So let me go ahead and write that down and then we'll get right back to it. Okay, so now that I have written down 1, 2, 3, 4, which are the 4 weeks in the month of May, I usually just turn this to the side and I kind of just like write along it which week we're working with. So we have week 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to be week 4. And so down here, I usually just write, like when I have rollover money, leftover money from when I unstuff my wallet, I'll basically put it either in a sinking fund or a savings challenge. And I just like to put that down here so so everything can still balance out to $1,600 being spent this month, whether I spent it out of my actual cash wallet or it was rolled over and it was put into a savings challenge or a sinking funds binder. So that is how I basically write all of this stuff down. Now, the way that I do my math, off the rip, we know for a fact that Sunshine is getting $40 a week. So when I take that out, I'm just going to actually minus $160 off the rip. So Sunshine, he gets his $40. So $40 each week for Sunshine. And this $40 is used for, like, if my baby wants some yogurt covered pretzels, that's his thing. If we're in 𝐇𝐄𝐋𝐿 and he wants the yogurt covered pretzels, I get those for him. Or if he decides that he wants to eat, like if he doesn't want to wake up in enough time for breakfast, we'll stop somewhere and get him some breakfast before school. So that's like just his little money, you guys. And then whatever doesn't get spent from his envelope throughout the week always goes into his sinking funds binder. I never put his money inside of a saving challenge. I always basically replenish some of his envelopes inside of his savings challenge, inside of his sinking funds binder. So off the rip, we know that Sunshine gets $40 every single week. Something else that is for a fact, I give myself $60 for gas a week. I do have a new car. I named it Dumbledore. Today is actually my first day of my new car note payment. You guys know, brand new off the lot. So Dumbledore. But I've been doing good. Actually, $30 will fill my tank up. I just put $60 in the event that some appointments come up. I have to drive to Nashville. I have to do just some excessive driving because last month I was getting my drive on, y'all. I was getting my drive on. But gas is another envelope that if the money is not spent in that envelope, it rolls over to my gas sinking funds binder. So that also just always will carry itself out. So I do know for a fact that gas gets $60. So this is something that is a kind of guaranteed. This amount doesn't change unless I know that I have other things going on. So 60 times 4 is $240. So minus $240. We are at $1,200. We're at $1,200. So the categories that kind of change would be groceries, household, shopping, and eating out. Those kind of always change, but I kind of always work with the same numbers. So I know for a fact that always the first week I try to give myself $180 on groceries because it's the beginning of the month. It's kind of when you do kind of like your mass shopping haul, and then throughout the rest of the month you kind of restock on little things here and there. So I know I do $180 for the first week, and then for the second week I kind of go down and I go to $150. So minus $150. And then for the third week, we do $180 again. And then we do $150 for the final week. So minus $180 and then minus $150. So right now, maybe I need to bring this in closer. So right now we are at $540 left over. So usually I do the higher amounts on the first and the third week. And then the second and the fifth week, we're just coasting because the previous week we did a little bit more shopping, and plus the last week of the month, I know for a fact on the first, I'm going to have a higher amount. I'm going to get anything it is that I did not need. So that's the way that I do that. Now, I did just look through my house to see what it is that I'm going to need. What is it that I'm running out of? I am running out of like laundry detergent, all of that stuff. So for the first week of May, that amount for our household needs to be a little higher than everything. It sets the tone for the rest of the month. So household for week 1 will be getting $100. So minus 100. And then for the second week, third week, and fourth week, it will just be getting $50. And that's usually the amount that I kind of go off of because I don't usually need much, like toilet paper, paper towels, some of that stuff here or there. So that is 50, 100, 150. So minus 150. Now we're down to $290 with the last two categories being shopping and eating out. Now, for the first week of May, and the way that I consider my first week is always that Friday. So yes, I'm recording this on the first of the month, which is a Thursday, but my week starts on Friday, and it always starts on Friday because it starts technically the day that you get paid. So the day that I get paid Thursday night. But Friday is the way that I budget out my weeks. I don't budget my weeks Monday to Sunday. I don't budget my weeks Monday through Friday. My budgeting weekly wallet reset starts on Fridays. So my first week of May, Teachers Appreciation Week. So that I took that into account when it came to shopping. And so for the first week, shopping will be getting $100 because baby, I'm going to ball out on stuff for Sunshine's teachers. Like, I love them. If you guys don't know, I have me a puzzle piece child. And his teachers are just incredible. They're amazing. It's 3 of them, and I'm about to go all out, okay? I'm about to go all out. I cannot wait. Like, you guys know, gift giving is my love language. I does this, okay? I does this. So the first week, shopping got $100, and then each week after that, shopping got $35 for week 2 and week 3. So we have 35 and then 35. So minus 35, that gives us 120. And then the last week I gave myself $40 for shopping because minus 40. I plan on, you guys know I've been single for a while, like separated and stuff like that. I'm just trying to step out of the box. I did see something online, like it's like this coffee speed dating thing. Like, I even looked it up on YouTube, looked it up on TikTok. Of course, you're going to find some stuff on TikTok, and seen great reviews. And I was just like, that'll just be a good thing for me to get out there and just like meet new people. And it's in Nashville and stuff like that. So I gave myself a little bit extra the last week, just in case I need to go buy like a shirt or some pants or something like that. And I will still have the money that I have in my sinking funds binder. So $40 may not, I'll probably exceed 40, but I have the 40 in my wallet. Also the money that I'm going to have in my sinking funds binder. So we're down to $80. I am going to be doing like the JJ Smith smoothie 30-day detox, like smoothie healthy. Let me grab the book so y'all can see it. So this is the book. It's the Green Smoothies for Life. It's a 30 days to quick and lasting weight loss. So I did this like 7-day smoothie fast detox, and I actually did it really well, and I'm so proud of myself. And I know she's the blueprint. She is the blueprint. So she has one which is just like a smoothie detox, but this one is like a 30-day, and you actually have 2 smoothies and a meal. So it has all of the smoothies in here that you're supposed to have. It's a 30-day program, all of the smoothies. It has the menu, like you have 2 smoothies and then you have an actual meal. So I like that more than what I was doing, which I was just having straight smoothies for 7 days. But it just has all the benefits and stuff like that. And that is also why my budget for my grocery budget is a little bit higher, because I just know it might cost a little bit more when it comes to like fruits and veggies. But I'm also going to be shopping at Aldi, because you save a lot of money shopping at Aldi. But me doing that, I don't need so much money for eating out. I don't. And then if I do eat out, it might be something like, if I can't cook dinner, I might just need to go grab me like some grilled nuggets or something from, like, I'm just trying to figure out, with me grocery shopping and with me like prepping and all that stuff, what am I going to need this money for? What do I need to eat out for? Like, what do I need to eat out for? I don't know. I don't know. But it's just great to budget it in there. Oh, I do know this month I am going to be going on a lunch date with one the supervisors that I work with. She wants all the information about nursing school, about budgeting and all kind of stuff like that. And that is my bag. And I'm just like, I told her, I'm like, when you're ready, let me know. Cause girl, I'm gonna bring my planner, my papers, my laptop. We can really get to it. I am a boatload of information. Love to help people. So with that being said, the $80 that I have left over for weeks, of course, eating out will get $20 each. Each week, $20. 2, 4, 6 minus 80. And that gives us $0. That's kind of how I get my budget. And so what I like to do is I just like to total up everything, what everything equals at the end of the week. So for week 1, I have 180 plus 200 plus 40 plus 20 plus 60. I am cash stuffing $500. Correct? Yeah. I'm cash stuffing $500 inside of my wallet for week 1. Week 2 is 150 plus 50 plus 35 plus 40 plus 20 plus 60. We are rolling with $355 for week 2. Week 3 is 180 plus 50, 35, 40, 20, 60. It's $385 for this week. And then last but not least, week 4, 150 plus 50 plus 80 plus 20 plus 60. It gives us $360. And of course, if I add all of that up, 500 plus 355 plus 385 plus 360, that gives us $1,600. We're on the money. We're on the money. Yeah. So that's how, you guys, that's essentially how I do my budget. That is essentially how I do my budget. Now, say for instance, I didn't work as much. I have the financial aid school buffer that I will take money out of to make it all make sense to me. I know these 2 things are for certain. Okay, like I know these 2 things are for certain. So it's just up to what am I doing that month on whether or not I need to work with a monthly budget of $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. I got a lot more going on this month, so $1,600. But also too, it's also based off how much I get paid at work. So if I did the 876 plus 160 plus whatever it is that I got for work, that's at $1,594. So we already know what the monthly budget is. Like even if I got paid like $75 additional on top of my paycheck and I was at $1,669. What I'm going to do is I'm going to round that up and I'm going to give myself a budget of $1,700. The budget just goes it actually goes based off what I get paid for my job. What I get paid for my job, it lets me know, do you need to work a little more? Do you want to have a little bit more fun? Do you deserve a little bit more break? What do you want to do? And then also too, I am cashed up in my sinking funds binder. So beauty is just not an option, which gave me free range to throw whatever money I would have put in beauty, I could put somewhere else. So we have that. That's how I work on my budget. Now, when it comes to, I will definitely do this off camera. I'm going to do this off camera, but I'll just show you guys my sheet, the way that I do it. So, because it's just going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot for y'all to understand. Let me do it. How do I do it? Which one of these is week 1? Okay. So I do have the Budget Mom Budget by Paycheck old workbook in the downloadable version, the printable version. And so I just use that sometimes for scratch paper. And this is how I basically broke it down. I did week 1, 2, 3, and 4 because each week does not have the same denominations because each week does not have the same amount. As you can see, each week is different. We got one week that's at $500 and then you got one week that's at $355. It's just different, and I just always switch up things. So this is how I basically broke down everything. This is how I got all of my denominations, which is right here, and I usually write that on the back of here, which I will, but this is what we're going to do. This is something that I like to do. It helps me out. I have my budget my cash envelope breakdown right here, and so I have my sticky notes, and on my sticky notes I usually write week number 1. I write week number 2. Actually, I don't even need the whole sticky note. I always usually rip it in half. Week number 3, and then week number 4. And I kind of just rip those in half. I'll put it like this: week 1, week 4. Sorry, y'all. I know it's like curled up, but I just literally wrote week 1, 2, and 3, and 4 on a sticky note on a sheet of paper, so that this is super easy for me when it comes to going inside of my like little bank binder or whatever and getting out my denomination. So I do have some gold clippies somewhere. I always work with my little clips. Here we go. I got some gold clips right here. And I basically just like to break all of this down into the weeks. So we'll be starting with, let's do this. We'll start with week 1. So I know for a fact, let's do this. This will help out. Where are we at? So that's week 1. There we go. That would help out easier. So for my week 1, I know I need 200s. So I need 200s. I need 150. I need 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 8, 9, 10. 10 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 10s. I need 8 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 5s, and then I need 10 1s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if I did all of this correct, this should be $500. So we have 100, 200, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, plus 40, and I should have 10 1s, $500. So this is week 1. This is just what I need when I cash stuff my wallet for Friday, which I will be doing either Friday morning or I will be doing that later on. Oops. I will be doing that later on tonight. And I just kind of like put like a small little clip on it, and I will put like all of these in my A5 binder. But this just helps me out when it comes time for the week. I just grab my money. I know I have it here. I know this is everything that I need. And it works out that way. So for week 2, I'm not working with any hundreds. I'm only working with 50s. So I have 2 50s, and then I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 20s. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. Oops. And then for 10s, I need 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. 10 10s. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. For 5s, I need 4, 5, 9. 9 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I need 10 1s, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 10 1s. And that is our week 2 amount. So week 1, week 2. Now week 3, I do need 2 50s again, and I need 3, 4, 5, 6 20s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 10s, I need 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. For 5s, I need 4, 4, 8, 9. I need 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, of course, I need 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this is all of my money for my week 3 weekly wallet reset. Doing it this way, you guys, like starting off the month, doing it this way just helps me out throughout the rest of the month. Also, me doing my monthly budget this way allows me to not have to go to the bank the way that I used to go to the bank. You guys, I used to go to the bank weekly. I used to go to the bank weekly, probably twice a week, because the bank is not far from me, but I used to go to the bank twice a week. I no longer need to go to the bank. The only time I go to the bank is if I get some, it's not anonymous. It's not, the word isn't anonymous. The word isn't spontaneous. If I just get some extra money, you know, if I get lucky and I get some extra money. So extra money would have been like financial aid, tax refunds, some type of random reimbursement or whatever like that. And it's a kind of a lot of money, then I'll go to the bank, take it out, and figure out what it is that I'm going to do. But me doing all of this at the beginning of the month, me taking out my bills, me taking out all of my weekly wallet resets, and then me taking out my savings challenge money for the beginning, for that whole month. I do all of that stuff at once. I went to the bank and got all of that out at once. Now the bank don't need to see me. The bank don't need to see me. And then for week 4, our last weekly wallet reset, it should be everything remaining. So 2 50s, then 2 4 6 6 20s, 1 2 3 4 5 6, period. Then 10s, I need 4, that's 7 8 9, so it should be $90. 10 20 30 40 50 60 70 80 90, we're on the money. 5, it should be 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And then last but not least, it should be 10 ones. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 ones. And yes, y'all, that is how I do that. This is how we do it. Hopefully you guys can like take some, hopefully like this just shows you guys a different way of working on your budget, a different way of yes, you can still be paycheck to paycheck, but then sometimes like if you just need to a month, like if you just need to crack down on a month and like super grind so that you can live out your next month differently, then you can do so. So I'm just gonna find me an A5 envelope right here, and then I just put all of my, this is all of my money. This is all of the money that I need to technically survive, not my bills, but to technically live off on for this month. And so anything on the income and stuff that I get, I just put it in a different account, a different little checkings account. I call it my overflow account, and I put it in my overflow account, and then I wait to take it out at the end of the month when I am doing my budget for the following month. So this is all of my monies, you guys. And also with my monthly budget setup, you guys know I have one paycheck where I get at the beginning of the month. It's about $2,062. I don't have that. I know I have that somewhere in here. So I have that right here. I just have like saving challenges. I actually have it down here. So saving challenge, I get a certain amount of money a month for saving challenges, and it kind of meets the goal that I want to use to save for saving challenges. So the goal is to save $2,000 every month. So saving $2,000 every month of my money. I also get like money, get paid from YouTube and paid from social media and stuff like that. But the goal is just to save $2,000 a month. I think that's an awesome goal with me being what is it one income household? Like, is that technically what I am, you guys? Is it one income? Because like I can put all these numbers together and it could technically be just one income. But yes, I'm a one income household. And I think for one person, a single mom, I think that saving $24,000 a year is amazing. Hell, saving $5,000, $1,000, $500, it's amazing. But it did take me I didn't get here overnight, you guys. Please, I know people, they comment on like when I do my end of the year, I'm just like, someone commented and was like, you're rich. I said, I'm not rich. I said, I'm blessed. That's one. And then I said, it took me a long time to get here. Like, I wasn't here a decade ago. It takes time, you know. It takes time. Comparison is a thief of joy. Don't do that. You will get here eventually. You know, and everyone's saving goals is not the same. Everyone's not doing the same thing. Yes, I save that much, but like when you think about your debt to income ratio and stuff, like how much are you really profiting? How much are you really saving? So with all of that being said, this is the last part that I want to do because I have to do my weekly wallet reset. And I have to do my weekly wallet reset, and this just goes along with me doing my monthly budget, is that savings amount. So this is my at-home bank. This is just my at-home bank. This is where I put all of my saving challenge money. I have different denominations that I work with and everything. So this is actually all the money left over from April. I didn't get a chance to cash stuff all the money from April. I got some 2s, I got 1s in here. So we're actually just going to take this out. What is going on? I got notifications off the yin yang. Oh, this is about my nutrition class. So I have some 1s. Let me see. I don't usually count it because I know that I have, I'm gonna put it in here. I have some 1s. I have some 2s in here. I have some 5s left over. I have a good amount of 5s left over. Some 5s. I have some 10s. And then I have some 20s. I don't have any 50s. I don't have any 100s. And then I have this empty envelope back here. So this is what I'm going to do. I have my 100s. I have my 1s, my 2s, my 5s, my 10s, and my 20s. I need to utilize this money on whatever April saving challenges I had. So if I need to cashed up my Taco Tuesday savings challenge, if I just need to do more, add this all to the minis and stuff, I need to get rid of this money so that I can start cash stuffing with the May money that we have. And speaking of the May money, here is everything I have for my saving challenges for the month of May. It is $2,062. These are all the denominations. And so we're just basically, you guys, we're going to replenish our bank. And this is like technically like the end of like this is the end of how I do my monthly budget. And actually, let's start with the back, because when it comes to the 1s, I don't put all the 1s in there because I know for a fact that 1s just get bulky really quickly, really fast. So I just literally put my stuff in here this way. They're not in order. I didn't think about putting these in order, but my hands be hurting. My hands be tore up, y'all. So we have some 50s right here. I don't know where this random 10 came from. Because why is this out of order? See, I don't know which way this was facing. She just put this in here, you know, more power to her, because I know when she see me when I know that bank teller, when she see me at the beginning of the month, I'll be like, it's about that time. She'd be like, okay, come on, I'm ready for you. Where's the papers? I'm just like, okay. Then they would always tell me, like when I came in and I brought them all my money from like when I did my cash unstuffing from everything that I saved. She was like, you know, I see people come into the bank with the denomination slips and they do the cash stuffing and stuff like that, and we never see anyone come back. Like, not that they don't come back, but it's just like we never see people, like we always figure out like, oh, like at the end, like how much did you save, or like how beneficial that this was to you and stuff like that. They were like, you're the first person, like, and it's crazy because I was in there, you guys, and I literally tried to go as soon as it closed because I was like, perfect, won't nobody be in there. I don't need people. Like, you can't really have too much privacy like when you're at the bank because of the machines being at the front. It's not like you can go sit in some like one of the offices and just do it on the low. They don't have no spots like that for you. So sometimes people just in there, and then people did end up coming in and they just heard it. Like they just heard the machine constantly going, and they come up to the window and they're just like, oh my God. And the people be like, yeah, it's a lot. It was like 4 to 5 people counting everything. And I'm like, I counted it up. And that's the crazy part. You can count it up anyway. I counted it up, banded up everything for them. Did all of that, y'all, just for them to break it down and put it in the machine. I said, oh, you know what? You ain't got to worry about me doing this next time, big dog. You don't have to worry about me doing this. Like, my hands was on fire trying to assist and help y'all out. So I think all this will be 1s left over. So I just get random denominations, you guys. I get like lots of 5s and lots of 1s because I do a lot of mini Monday saving challenges, low income friendly saving challenges. I am always that low income friendly girl, y'all. There's maybe 1 or 2 challenges that I do that are just like high amounts, and this year it is the 10K savings challenge. I opted to do the 10K instead of the 100 envelope because that's what I was usually doing. And then I'm doing like a $10 and a $20 savings challenge. But yes, my goal is to basically save all the money that I actually wanted to do with the duration of nursing school, save all the money that I got from school and save it. I leave a little bit of the buffer for, as you can see, my monthly budget. You see me take that $6 or something. But a majority of my financial aid money I did take out, and I am spreading it through all of my Smashbox and my Smash Jars because those are my priority. And then last but not least, we have some 1s. I think I'm actually going to take 100 back to the bank and get some 2s. I forgot. That's the only thing I did forget. I forgot to get some 2s. My hands is hurting. I don't even think I'm in the business to sort this out, but I do need to get some 2s. So I'm probably going to go there. It's the first of the month, so I know the bank is packed. And I'm probably going to go there next week and trade that in for some $2 bills. And then we'll actually have all our denominations. I just forgot because my bank slip does not have a spot for 2s. It does have an empty spot, which I should have utilized, but it's okay. It's okay. But, oops. Yeah. You guys, I love budgeting. I love budgeting. It's something about being able to touch all of your very hard-earned money. Like sometimes we don't get a chance to do that because before you know it, the bills go out of your account. With it being the first of the month, I'm about to go upstairs. I'm about to pay for Dumbledore, my car note. I'm about to pay my rent. I'm about to, what else do I actually physically go in and pay? I think those are the 2 things that I go in and physically pay. Other than that, everything else is on auto pay. And I love that for me. I wanted to get to a point. That's like the benefit of being 1 month ahead too. Everything is on auto pay. So all I have to do is go in, check the bills account, and then update it on my expense tracker of what came out and what didn't. This $1 bill is short because it was cut. That's crazy. So these are all the ones that I'm just going to put in here. And then I will go get $2 bills, $100 and $2 bills. And then I'll just leave this in my drawer because I don't want to bust any of my envelopes. And yes, this is my at-home bank. I have my leftover April money that I'm going to be working with. When I do my savings challenge, I'm going to try to do something either for Saturday or for Sunday. I actually opted in to work on Sunday to help out. So, you know, we're going to have a lot more money to work with for the month of June, which I'm excited about. That makes me happy. And so, yes, you guys, my bank, everything with my bank is good. Everything with my weekly wallet resets for the month. I don't have to worry about anything. I am blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, this is my monthly method. This is my monthly method. This is how I do it. This is literally how I do it. So I hope this video is beneficial to you guys. I hope that you guys like this video. If you guys want me to do this monthly, I do not mind. I do not mind. I do not mind. You guys, please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And follow me all over my social media platforms. And in the meantime, and in between time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.